Welcome along to the Tongnat Stadium. We have 3 days left of AFC Champions League group stage action in the Eastern section, and today we're in Group H as Yokohama F Marinos from Japan take on Hoang Anh Gia Lai from Vietnam in a clash in Group H that sees Yokohama Marinos and Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors through to the round of 16 already. It's a question of who finishes top out of those two. HAGL have drawn 2 of their matches so far. They're level on 2 points with Sydney, as you see down at the bottom of the table. But it is that battle between the Japanese and the Koreans at the top that will be occupying the attention. Yokohama play Jeonbuk on the final day, but they'll be keen to pick up 3 points here so that they can make sure that they stay ahead of the pack in this particular group. 31 degrees in Ho Chi Minh City. Very pleasant weather conditions throughout the east and the western sections for these games. And as we draw to a close in the competition, of course, the western section has now finished. The 8 teams that qualified for the knockout stages over there: Al Hilal, the defending champions; Al Rayyan from Qatar; Al Shabab, Fulad, Shabab Al Akli, Al Dahail, the second Qatari club going through; Al Faisli, the debutants from Saudi Arabia; and FC Nasaf from Uzbekistan. All those 8 teams have made it through. The knockout stages in the western section won't be played until early next year in February. The eastern section will be played in August. And to tell you that the draw for that eastern section will be on the 7th of July this year, when these teams that qualify will find out their fate. So still 2 games to go for a lot of these teams in the eastern section. And still a lot to be decided as well. Urawa Red Diamonds sit top of their group in Group F. They can still finish in the top 2. BG Pathum United also assured of a top 2 finish, but a question of who is going to win that particular group. Yokohama Marinos the same, can't finish outside the top 2. Group I is a close one. Ulsan Hyundai, Kawasaki Frontale and Jordarul Tazim from Malaysia, all very close in that one. And another close group is Group J as well. Vissel Kobe assured of a top 2 finish, but not guaranteed a place yet in the next stage of the competition. So lots to play for in this eastern section. Some of the teams have got 2 games to go. Some of the teams are down to the final day. Those Yokohama Marinos fans have been superb throughout, getting right behind their team, as have all the Japanese supporters here. We saw Urawa Red Diamonds yesterday with a fantastic support in Buriram in Thailand. But this has become the adopted home in Ho Chi Minh City of Hoang Anh Gia Lai. We are around about 488 kilometers from the Gia Lai province, where they have their home. Just turning early evening here in Vietnam. Yokohama back in their familiar blue shirts tonight. Been some good games in this group so far. Yokohama won 3 of their 4. Their only defeat was against Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors. HAGL have drawn 2 and lost 2 of their 4 matches so far. They came from behind against Jeonbuk Motors in the last game. A Van Toon goal just past the hour, earning them a point. And it was a point that was richly deserved as well. It was a point that was extremely well received. You saw the reaction on the bench from their coach, Kiatisuk Senamoang. Thoroughly enjoying their time and pitting their wits against more experienced opposition.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the teams of Yokohama Marinos and Hoang Anh Gia Lai.
Dong Su has been a staple at the back for them, started every game so far. Here come the two teams. Can HAGL cause an upset tonight and dent Yokohama Marinos' hopes of finishing top of the group? Just looking at the second place teams at the moment, obviously still a couple of games to go for some of these teams. 7 points is at top of the group at the moment. It's round to be around 10, you would imagine. It was 10 last year that was a benchmark. Even a couple of the teams with 10 didn't go through. If you can get to 11 points and not finish top of the group, you're pretty much guaranteed a place as one of the third best finishers. So Shabab Al Akli, Al Rayyan and Nasaf, who went through as the three runners-up in the western section. Al Tawoon and Mumbai City were the two runners-up that missed out. Hoang Anh Gia Lai have not had the best start to the Vietnamese league season, which kicked off not long before the AFC Champions League started. They've only played 4 games, but they've yet to win a match. 3 draws so far. They'd only scored twice in those games as well, and they've only scored 3 times here. One of those was an own goal from Kida for Yokohama Marinos. Yokohama have made 7 changes to their starting lineup tonight. We'll just tell you the players that survived from the last game. The goalkeeper, Yohei Takoka. The centre-back, Iwata. One of the strikers, the Brazilian Elber, keeps his place in the starting lineup, as does the captain, Takuya Kida, who scored that own goal, as we say, against Yokohama way back on match day 1 on the 16th of April, which seems like 5 minutes ago. It's gone that quick. Leo Serra comes back into the side. 2 goals to his name already. It's only his 3rd appearance. Amar Mahfoud from Bahrain is referee. So Kida, the captain, and Long Xuan Trong is the captain for Vietnam. The Vietnam team is easy, it's unchanged. Coach Katisuk Tenamuang decided to go with the same 11 that battled so hard against John Book Motors in the last game. Say Dong Su in the middle of defence has been superb for them. Xuan Trong, the captain, also excellent. Van Tone scored the goal in that game, supported by Brandao. And just behind them, Kong Phuong has been superb as well. They've got some great individual players. They just haven't come together at times as a team. And we'll hope tonight that they could do exactly that. Jefferson Bayano down on the bench. He's a big presence to come on if needed as a substitute. And the Yokohama subs on the left-hand side there as well. 5 subs allowed still, of course, in this competition. Final huddle. Yokohama's coach is Kevin Muscat, a man who played most of his career in England. They are currently 2nd in the table in the J-League. 3rd in the table, actually. They've dropped down. Kashima Antlers have taken over. Tuan Lin just going through his normal pre-match routine. So we're underway. Yokohama in the blue will kick from left to right in the first half. Come here on the back of back-to-back victories over Sydney on match days 3 and 4. They are missing Sonoda, who was sent off, straight red carded in that last match. There's one change enforced upon Kevin Muscat. There is Kevin Muscat, replaced Ange Postecoglou as the coach of Yokohama Marinos. He's gone on to take over at Celtic in Scotland and doing good things up there. Assistant coach at Melbourne Victory, Kevin Muscat, before taking over the first team from 2013 to 2019. We've mentioned his scoring record so much over the last couple of weeks. Kiatisuk Senamawang, 18-year career as a striker, played for clubs in Malaysia, Singapore, England and Vietnam, as well as Thailand. Was a coach of the Thailand national team for 3 years as well. Man who's got his team playing some good football. They have been outclassed a little at times by some of their opponents, but you can't fault the fighting spirit of this side. A battling 1-1 draw with Sydney, and then coming from behind, which was a great feat against Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors when you consider where they are in the table. Cross goes sailing over the top. Yokohama based down in the port area, around about an hour's train ride for the centre of Tokyo out to Yokohama, one of the venues for the 2002 World Cup. Their stadium's been used for the Club World Cup on a number of occasions as well. Very much a nautical feel to Yokohama's setup. Just beats Van Tan into touch. It's headed back to Takoka. Trong. That's a poor ball given away to Nakagawa. Got a clear run here, he's got Leo Serra outside him. Nakagawa going all the way, it was blocked by Dong Su. Iwata. Yokohama making their third appearance in the AFC Champions League. HAGL making their third appearance in the AFC Champions League group stages. Royata, run all the way through, away by Dong Su. Early pressure here from Yokohama, swung over by Nagato. Yokohama are another club that has an interest in terms of ownership by the City Group. They own 20% of Yokohama, because the owners of Manchester City, the owners of Mumbai City, who played in this competition, and Melbourne City, of course, who are also playing in the AFC Champions League this season. Now turning into a bit of a world footballing power now with their ownership. City Group, they own clubs in the USA, in China. Very much about development and building futures for these teams. Yokohama are one of the most successful clubs in Japan. That was an important header away by Hatanaka, because Van Tone was right behind him. Corner then to HAGL. Straight to the goalkeeper. Hoang Doi. Hu Tuan back to goalkeeper Tuan Lin. Dong-soo. Kim Dong-soo hails from Korea. Began his career in Hamburg, the central defender. It's a nice ball. Hoang Doi. That's a high challenge and a late challenge from Ming Vuong. And it's going to be an early yellow card as well. So the referee not taking any nonsense. Chase on for Van Toon. Iwata got there first. Corner then to Yokohama. 10 minutes gone already, still 0-0. Plenty of bodies in the middle. Comes out here to Nagato. Goalkeeper gathers at the second attempt. Leo Serra got off to a good start, scored 2 goals in the opening game against Hoang Anh Gia Lai. The Brazilian, just in his second season at Yokohama. Hoang Doi plays it forward, chase on for Brandao, but that will be comfortable straight through to Takoka. Has played every game so far, Yohei Takoka, in the Yokohama goal. Hatanaka. Ming Vuong. Brandao. Brandao again, just trying to wriggle free from his man, and he's a powerful presence up front, Washington Brandao. Hasn't managed to get on the score sheet yet, but he's caused defences plenty of problems during this. You look at HAGL's results so far, and they've all been pretty tight games. They lost their opener to Yokohama, drew with Sydney 1-1, lost to Jeonbuk 1-0, and drew with Jeonbuk in the return 1-1 3 days ago. I'm sure these games won't be high-scoring affairs. Hu Tuan. Ryuta. Watanabe. Elbert. Diving header away by Dong Su. He was just being nudged in the back by Leo Serra, so it will be a free kick. Second season at HAGL for Kim Dong-soo. He's another player that's played in every game so far. Played his football in Japan and in Korea before coming to Vietnam. That's the man who excites the fans, Nguyen Van Toon. 156 appearances, 39 goals for the striker. Watanabe, Leo Serra. Elbert, Leo Serra takes over. Well, the two Brazilians combining. Leo Serra decided he was going to take control of that situation and get in front of Elbert. Shot straight at the goalkeeper, though. Jeonbuk Motors will be hoping that Hoang Anh Gia Lai can do them a favour here and beat Yokohama, which if they win later, that would put them in the driving seat in the group with the two to play each other on the final day. That promises to be a cracker on the 1st of May. It will be the final day of the Eastern section. Watanabe. Line from Ryuta. Nakagawa just kept the ball in play. Two across. Hu Tuan gets the ball clear. J-League winners 4 times, Yokohama. Are one of the most successful clubs in Japan. One of the longest serving in the J-League as well. They've played in the top level since 1982. Along with Kashima Antlers, the only 2 teams to play in the top flight since its inception. Rich history. If you wonder what the F means, by the way, Yokohama F Marinos, they merged in 1999, Yokohama Marinos with Yokohama Flugels. So the F continues to represent the Flugels part of the merger. Away by Maurizio. Flag's gone up here. I think it was an offside. Pushed out wide by Albert. Ball into the middle, it's almost fell for Nakagawa, good defending. Brilliantly done by Hoang Doi. And back on the attack here, HAGL, it's Van Toon. Well, weak shot from Kong Fuang. Those two have combined well at times. Nakagawa. Good shot, it's not far away, good save by Tuan Lin. Way out, good save by Tuan Lin. He's made some good saves during this competition, the goalkeeper. 157 games for Tan Quang Nai before he came here. A lot of the fans from HAGL are based here in Ho Chi Minh City, so they are just under 500k away from where their home ground is. Goalkeeper comes, didn't quite get anything on that, did he? May just have got a fingertip. He's gone for another corner. In fact, he hasn't gone for a corner. Just thought he got a fingertip to that then, the goalkeeper. Not the tallest goalkeeper in the world. Goalkeeper just came out and got enough on that. He got a big part of Van Toon as well. It's a good flick on by Brandao. treatment to the head injury. They won't want to lose him, Van Toon. Partnered with Feyenoord in 2019, HAGL, to develop a strategic partnership for coaching and development. Maurizio just getting a few instructions. Maurizio Barbosa, first season outside his native Brazil. He's been pretty impressive at the back. They played the three central defenders all the way through. Hutuan, Dongsu and Maurizio have started every game. He hasn't made too many changes, the coach. So it is the first of our double headers today. The other group match coming up later between Sydney FC and Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors. These teams will play their final games on Sunday, round off the tournament. Van Toon's okay, he's instantly recognisable now. Obviously they don't take any chances with head injuries these days, just a bit of a cut on the head, so hopefully Van Toon won't be too affected by that as the game progresses. It's a throw in to HAGL. Phong Doi will take it. Brandao could wriggle his way out of the corner, but Phong Doi will keep things alive here, forward by Truong. Maurizio. Brandao can't quite get there. Good defending by Ryuta. Gets the free kick as well off Brandao, who was trying to muscle his way round. Well, they're outnumbered, but they were still making plenty of noise, the Japanese that are here in Ho Chi Minh City. One of the centralised venues we've been using, of course, for this season's AFC Champions League. It's Nakagawa. Will be centralised venues for the round of 16 matches as well. Only one-leg games rather than the two-leg that we're so used to in the past, of course, since the COVID situation happened. Games for the Eastern section will be between the 18th and the 25th of August. That's played through for Nagato again, who gets in a good shooting position, straight at the goalkeeper though. Nagato, who joined Yokohama for this season, he was at Kashima Antlers prior to this. Brandao, Fongdoi, Iwata, no real chances for either side as yet, just that one shot that was tipped away by Tuan Lin a moment or so ago. Yokohama have had the better of the exchanges in the final third, yet to find a way through though. Van Toon didn't get enough on the header. It was Iwata that just got a foot in. Nagato. Ryuta. Quite pulled back enough. Leo Serra was in a good position. If that's just pulled back a little bit too close to the goalkeeper, Tuan Lin. Maurizio. Van Toon turns that one on. Last appearance for Yokohama was back in 2020. They reached the round of 16. Won their group before losing out to the Korean Suwon Blue Wings. Offside flag up against Albert. Maurizio going all the way back to Tuan Lin. Marcos. Another Brazilian within the Yokohama ranks, Marcos. Too far ahead again of Leo Serra. Hatanaka. Albert. Albert's lost a boot. Marcos. Guided across too much on it, though. Albert was still getting himself sorted out again. Nagato closes down Trong. Captain will bring the ball away, though, for HAGL. Now, Phuong Doi. Good ball up in between the defenders for Van Toon. It was a brilliant ball as well. Van Toon just holding off the attentions of Iwata. He's got Brandao with him. He's got Kong Phuong in there as well. Nakagawa, little bit of space for Nakagawa, caught in the box, it's a penalty. Trailing leg taken down by Nakagawa, there's no complaints from HAGL. And having got himself in a good position, he couldn't get the shooting opportunity, but it's a rash challenge. I think it's Hu Tam that's just caught his standing leg. Not much doubt about that. Dong Su's wagging his finger, but Hu Tan, I think, was resigned to his fate that it was going to be a penalty. So a chance for Yokohama to take the lead. Marcos and Leo Serra plotting between them. Can the goalkeeper make himself a hero? So it is Marcos to take the penalty. It's only his second start for the former Fluminense player. Long run up here. Tuan Lin waits. Here comes Marcos then from the penalty, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. So Yokohama taking the lead. Have been the better side in this first half so far. And they go into the good penalty from Marcos, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. 3 of his 9 goals last season came from penalties. And he has another one here. So once again, HAGL find themselves trailing. So they did go 2 down in the first game. They were 2 down within 25 minutes against Yokohama when they played. Against Yokohama when they played on match day 1. Leo Serra with a couple, but then an own goal from Kida, the captain, got them back in it before half-time, but they weren't able to capitalise and turn things around in the second half. Japanese would look at least around a 16 place. Korean and Japanese clubs have been so successful in the AFC Champions League. 12 wins for Korean clubs, 7 for Japanese over the years. They are the top 2. Saudi Arabia come next. Here's Phong Doi. Just over the head of Brandao. It's a great ball in. That one's a little bit overhit. Injury. One of the Yokohama defenders. It was a great ball in, though. And it wasn't too far away from Brandao. "38 minutes gone." Yokohama could well be on the way to a 4th win in 5. Chase on here for Leo Serra. Nagato. Nakagawa, I think, just managed to keep that one in play. Trong. Van Toon just keeps it in play, did really well. Brandao's in the middle. Send in towards Brandao, Iwata's header. Elbert. Back by Trong. Brandao. They just feed that through a little gap that had opened up. Van Toon. Kongfuang. Brandao wins the throw off the captain Kida. Hasn't added to his goal tally as yet. Leo Serra. I'm sure he wanted to take the penalty, but I think Marcos overruled him. Albert. Ryuta. Iwata. Ryuta. Marcos trying to get him round behind, but didn't make a clean contact. Tuan Lin gathers. JGL have shown resilience at times. They've proved themselves to be difficult to beat on a couple of occasions. So Jeonbuk only managed 1 in that first game between the sides. Draw in the second game 3 days ago. Gato has got forward on several occasions tonight. He's already forced the goalkeeper to a couple of saves. It's a good option to have attacking fullbacks in your side, Nagato and Ryuta. That's that little bit of width going forward. There's a foot in by Ryuta. Albert just opens up for Albert, just trying to find Leo Serra, and it's just out of reach. Just too far ahead from Albert. Played in his native Brazil until joining Yokohama last year. 3 short of 50 appearances now in the J-League. Free kick given against Iwata. It's been so nice this year to have crowds back in. Of course, last year was played behind closed doors at centralised venues as well, but there were no crowds allowed in until the final in Saudi Arabia, when we had some 52,000, I think, inside the King Fahad International Stadium. Brandau's header. Wonderful occasion, of course, as Al Hilal won the trophy for the 4th time, beating Pohang Steelers by 2-0, sparking wild celebrations in Riyadh on the evening. Town square was packed until early hours of the morning. Shame about the traffic jams as well, but a good night was had by all. And of course we look forward to another final next year on February the 18th, 2023, as the AFC Champions League switches to new dates next year. Hatanaka. Now Iwata. Nakagawa. Kida. Given away to Dong-Soo. 3 minutes added time at the end of a first half that's been played at a good pace. Not too many chances of save for HAGL in that first half so far, but they've shown good application. You know, when you've got a player like Van Tode up front, he will work for the 90 minutes. Thoroughly deserved the goal against John Buck. His efforts over the games have been second to none. He wasn't having much luck in front of goal until then. It's Nakagawa. Iwata. Hatanaka. Marcos scored the penalty. That separates the two sides at the moment. Brandau. Pass back's a little bit heavy. He'll be disappointed with that. It was a fairly simple pass just to block that back into the path of Kong Fuang, but he's overhit it and it's gone out of play for a throw-in on the far side. Watanabe. Hatanaka. Ryuta. Nakagawa. Interception by Maurizio because Leo Serra was waiting to pounce behind him. Ryuta. Marcos. Good challenge, Hatanaka. Still gives the ball away though, Ming Vuong. Hatanaka recovered well and guides it back to his goalkeeper. It's the end of the first half. First half that had just the one goal in it, penalty from Marcos. After a clumsy challenge in the box by Hu Tuan. But HAGL certainly aren't out of this one as yet. They're a hard-working team and they will keep going right to the end. Yokohama know that one goal might not be enough for them. They'll look to be adding a second as quick as they can in the second half, really. But this game still nicely poised. Yokohama would take control of the group with this, with John Buck in action a little bit later on. Marcos takes the congratulations for the penalty. Half-time, it's Yokohama F Marinos 1, Hoang Anh Gia Lai 0. Welcome back to the Tongnat Stadium. It's the penultimate group game for both these sides in the AFC Champions League. Marcos's penalty separating Yokohama F Marinos and Hoang Anh Gia Lai from Vietnam. Yokohama on the verge of going through to the next stage of the competition. Jeonbuk Motors in action later. They too on the verge of going through. Looks as though there's a change at half-time. It is a first appearance for Lee Van Sun. Yokohama looking for a fourth win in 5 matches, just the one defeat to Jeonbuk Motors. While Hoang Anh Gia Lai are looking for their first win of the group stage, just 2 points to show for their efforts so far against Sydney and Jeonbuk Motors. Van Toon, a bit of a head injury in the first half. He could be key to his side trying to get back into this one in the second half. It is HAGL that are all in white, kicking from left to right in the second half. One game to go for them after this. They take on Sydney FC in their final match, while Yokohama play Jeonbuk, which potentially could decide who goes through as group winners. Kong Phuong. Iwata. It's Hatanaka. Into the corner for the chasing Nagato. So it is Phong Doi that's come off for HAGL. A change as well for Yokohama. Ryo Miyachi, the former Arsenal trainee, played for Bolton and Wigan, has come on. And it's Nakagawa that started in that position that's normally occupied by Miyachi, wide on the right-hand side. So a straight swap. Miyachi will come in and play in front of Ryuta. Albert. Brazilians had a big influence in that first half for Yokohama. Leo Serra, who has a couple of goals to his name already. Albert was creative down the wide flank, and Marcos just behind Leo Serra. It's Miyachi. Creates a little bit of space, gets the cross in. Marcos at the back post. It's a good touch. Albert. Kida. There was a patience about Yokohama in the build-up. not rushed into getting the ball into the penalty area. Van Toon, so instantly recognisable with that bandage after the head injury in the first half. Miyachi just wriggles away from his man. It's a good challenge by Van Toon. Timed that to perfection. Not so much that one though from Yokohama and Marcos. Space here for Van Son, and he came on at half-time. Van Son hasn't appeared as yet until this point in the competition. Hasn't actually played since April last year when he played against Bindwang in the league. Maurizio with a throw. Van Son. He's gone for a goal kick. He was complaining it should have been a quarter off Hatanaka, but not to be. Hatanaka. Elbert. Marcos. Hoisted long for Leo Serra inside of the post, and the rebound is just missed in front of goal. Well, he pulled away from his man, Leo Serra, got a good header on it. Miyachi couldn't turn in the rebound. Marcos again, it was a great ball in. Allowed to run towards Leo Serra, away by Dong-Soo. A let-off for HAGL at the start of the second half. Hatanaka goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Yokohama return to J-League action on the 7th of May. So it's still very early days in the season in Japan. They've only played 10 games. They take on Nagoya Grampus 8 on the 7th of May. We will have to take a bit of a break for the league season if they qualify for the next round as well, because games are running on to the 4th of November in the J-League. So those knockout round of 16 matches for the eastern section anyway, 18th to the 25th of August. Leo Serra. Well blocked by Dong-Soo. Hawked interception because Leo Serra looked like he was heading for goal. Washington Brandao. Hatanaka's just forced him wide. He's done well, Brandao, to hold him back. He's got Van Toon in support. And he wanted it played early, Van Toon, but Brandao wouldn't let it go. There was the header from Leo Serra off the inside of the post, and Miyachi couldn't get his foot round it to wrap it in. It just went underneath his foot, if anything. Leo Serra scored 10 goals in his debut season last season. He's the man coming off, though, so he won't be able to add to his... Oh, he's not. He's coming to get some water, in fact. It's a double change from HAGL. Din Lam comes on. And Nunn comes on as well, so double change. Tree chance, so Van Tan with a glorious opportunity, the captain who switched sides in the second half. It was Maurizio's header flicked on by Brandao. Watanabe. Albert. Forward by Iwata. Miyachi. Ball back, Leo Serra. Nicely touched back to Marcos. Just blocked in front of goal. Still not cleared though. Nagato. Free kick. It's a yellow card here, I think, as well for the captain, Kida. He goes into the book, the first Yokohama player booked this evening. Scored that own goal in the reverse fixture back on match day 1. Hasn't scored in the right end for 4 years now. Takuya Kida. Van Son. Nagato's header. Brandao. His distribution at times leaves a little bit desired. Brandao is most purposeful of passes. There he is again. Loves those little step-overs. Van Son had to dig the cross out. The ball was just pushed a little bit too far ahead of him. Din Lam. Whips one over. Saved by Takoka. Quite comfortably, really. Nobody challenging anywhere near him. Nagato, Albert. So Nagato's got forward quite a lot tonight as well. Had a couple of shots early in the first half that weren't too far away. Iwata. Another change then about to be made by Kevin Muscat. Here's the penalty that separates the sides. A well-taken kick by Marcos that sent Twanlin, the goalkeeper, the wrong way. First goal of the group stages for him. He's the man that goes off, and he's been replaced by Yoshio. Straight away, Yoshio's into the action. HAGL return to league action. Not till the 2nd of July, the VIE League resumes. They play Bindin. So Brandau's shot always going wide of the target. Watanabe. Yoshio. Ryota. Dongsu won the ball. It looked like the referee's given the free kick, though. He's the assistant on the far side, and you can hear him say he got the ball. I'm not too sure whether he did take the man, but seemed to get the ball first when he challenged Miyachi. I don't think well, he may just have got the man first, to be honest. So a free kick here for HAGL to do some defending. Nagato with the free kick, takes it in low. Hasn't had too much to do to Koka, the goalkeeper, so far. Disappointing from the Vietnamese going forward, just the one effort on target so far, away by Dongsu. Brandau. Certainly seen plenty of the ball tonight, Washington, and Brandau. Trying to wriggle his way free of Albert. The two Brazilians go shoulder to shoulder. Albert, who's the slightly smaller man, came off better there. Watanabe. Iwata. Out of play. Comes to nothing again. It was just allowed to run by Hutan. come into this on a 5-game unbeaten run, Yokohama. They lost their 3rd game of the season to Kashiwa Reysol, but 3 wins and 2 draws gave them good confidence coming here. Only that 1 defeat so far against Jeonbuk. Albert. Quick turn from Yoshio. Nagato. Gathered by the goalkeeper, who took a bit of a whack to the head then. Once again, Nagato getting forward. That's a good ball in. It was good goalkeeping, actually brave, because Yoshio was closing in on him. Vantone. Crowd get excited when he's on the ball. Vantone, he's their most creative player, I think, going forward during this tournament. Dong-Soo, what can he get going? See if the white shirts can stream forward, and there's plenty of them. Van Tan tries his luck! Oh, wasn't too far away. For the first time, Takoka has to make a save. Well, Vu Van Tan scored in the game against Sydney, and that would have been a stunner had he found a way through. The goalkeeper, who hasn't had much to do, was definitely on the ball there, because that was going to creep in. Great strike, good save, Takoka. Corner to HAGL. All the way back to Tuan Lin. Van Tan. It's the substitute. Din Lam out wide trying to get through. We'll see more substitutions, I think. Double change. Leo Serra is coming off. Nishimura is coming on. And the other change, we'll see Mizunuma coming on. And Nishimura comes on for a 3rd appearance off the bench. Leo Serra, no luck in front of goal for him today. Mizunuma, also a 3rd appearance off the bench. He's featured in all 5 games now, 2 as a starter. Elbert was the other player to come off, by the way, during those raft of substitutions. 4 changes now made by Yokohama. 3 changes made by HAGL. Miyachi. Through towards Nagato. Important foot in to concede the corner. Taken by Mizunuma. It's into the near post, but just slightly out of position. Yoshio to try and get the header in from that sort of angle. Kida, Watanabe. Nagato. Maurizio just moves out of the way, there's no foul. None. Given away again. Mizunuma. Mizunuma's gone across to the right-hand side. Miyachi's come across to the left. Just beats Ryota into touch. Headed by Hatanaka. Ikeda. Hatanaka. Ryota. Kida. Miyachi. Down the line for Ryota. Good take from Miyachi, but couldn't keep the shot down. Seemed to have got the perfect touch on that then. Ryo Miyachi. Only made 1 Premier League appearance for Arsenal. That was against Stoke back in 2013 in the top flight. He's been in Yokohama since 2021. Miyachi is a big favourite with the fans. Hatanaka. Ryota. Miyachi. Too high for Miyachi to chase down the line that time. Yoshio, the substitute, has been at Yokohama all his career. Did score just before coming out here in a victory over Shimizu S-Pulse. Kind of Yoshio, only got the one goal in the J-League this season. Five wins from 10 games for Kevin Muscat's side in the Japanese top flight this season. Dong-soo. Foul by Miyachi, who lands in a case of water, I think. Just helped himself while he was in there. Trying to tackle back and get the challenge in on Dong-soo. Been impressed with Dong-soo during this competition. Second season at HAGL. Very solid at the back, very well organised, along with Hutan and Maurizio. They've been staples in the side. This is Brandao. He's overhit the cross, but it's Din Lam arriving. Dong-soo. Tussle going on. It was Din Lam again trying to pass the defender. Takoka has stayed down. I think it was a bit of a collision after he gathered the ball in. Kiatasuk Semuang has been in charge of Hoang Anh Gia Lai for 2 years now. It's his third spell in charge of the team, the man from Thailand. So these teams will bring their group stage to a conclusion in 3 days' time on Sunday, final day of the competition in the East. So the West, as we mentioned, concluded last night. Hatanaka. Down the line looking for the run of Mizunuma, tidied up by Dong-soo once again. By Tuan Lin. It's coming up to 11 minutes to go then. Still that goal in the first half from Marcos' penalty is only the difference between the sides. Yoshio. Managed a couple of shots on target in the second half. Hoang Anh Gia Lai. Watanabe. Iwata. Yoshio. Another substitution here for Yokohama. Fujita coming in place of Watanabe.
Substitution for Yokohama F Marinos. Player number 6, Kumita Watanabe, replaced by player number 16, Yokohama Fujita. Yokohama F Marinos có sự thay đổi cầu thủ mang áo số 16 Yokohama Fujita vào sân, thay cho cầu thủ mang áo số 6 Kumita Watanabe.
Ball looking for Van Son, doesn't want to bring it under control. Van Tone. Nice little chip through too high, or too far ahead rather, of Ming Wong. Comfortable for Takoka. Did make that one fine save in the second half from Vu Van Tan, the captain. Apart from that, he hasn't really been called into much action, the Yokohama goalkeeper. Has kept clean sheets in the last 2 matches against Sydney. Nagato. Miyachi. Takes a deflection and goes over. He thought that was in, I think. Miyachi just took the faintest of touches, which sent it looping over the bar, and more frustration for Kevin Muscat on the sidelines. Got himself back on side. Just took a touch. Hatanaka! Great header, and finally they have a second goal, Yokohama, and they've got some breathing space now. And from there you would feel, with 8 minutes to go, there's very little way back into this for Hoang Anh Gia Lai. Very rare goal for Hatanaka. He's only scored 2 in the J-League in 96 appearances. Well, he's got one here in the Champions League. Free header, it was a great header as well. Had to make up a lot of ground there. And heads beyond the goalkeeper. And Yokohama Marinos, with this, would win the group because they will go on to 12 points. It means that Jeonbuk Motors... Well, Jeonbuk have got 2 games left, actually, but we will put Yokohama, in a pole position. If Jeonbuk failed to win later against Sydney, then he would hand the group winner's spot to Kevin Muscat's side. Provided they win on the last day. They've got Jeonbuk to play, of course. That promises to be a pivotal game. They would only need a point from that game if results go their way today. Win for Jeonbuk, and that would keep them a point behind with a game to go, and they play each other, as we say, on the final day in 3 days' time. What a game that should be. Winner take all in terms of the top of the table spot, the automatic spot, but certainly you would look at the points and feel that 11 points would be enough to go through as a runner-up anyway, or as a second-place team, rather. Miyachi, I think, that's just down on the sidelines at the moment. Have made all 5 substitutions now, Yokohama. Kida. Nagato. Miyachi just waiting to come back on. Hatanaka, the goal scorer. Miyachi. Kida. Into the final 5 minutes. Another change coming up for HAGL. Brandao goes off. Hoang 2 comes on. Minh Vong goes off as well. Here's the substitute who's just come on. Hu Fuk. Dong Su. This would leave Hoang Anh Gia Lai on 2 points, along with Sydney down at the bottom. Those two play each other on the final day. Sydney in action, of course, against Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors after this game. Both those sides, Sydney rather, yet to win a game this season. Miyachi. Kida. Iwata. Joel. Just playing keep ball now. Yokohama, they know the points are won. Kevin Muscat's side going through to the round of 16. Still 1 or 2 twists and turns to come in 1 or 2 of the groups in the Eastern section. Another set of games this afternoon before a day off tomorrow. Then the action resumes on Saturday, and the final day of group action on Sunday. be a 4th win in 5 for Yokohama Marinos.
Just 2 minutes of added time then at the end of the 90.
3 minutes of added time, beg your pardon, at the end of the 90. By Twanlin. Mizunuma. Chip over the top for Miyachi. It was a clever little ball, just has a little look round. Pull back to Mizunuma. Shot from Morita. Straight at the goalkeeper though. Taken down again by Ryuta. Hatanaka, scorer of the second goal. A rare goal, as we say, from Hatanaka. His last goal came in the J-League back in November 2020 against Kawasaki Frontale, just ahead of the 2020 Champions League matches. Here he is again, Hatanaka. Hoang Anh Gia Lai haven't managed to deliver a victory for their supporters once again, just the 2 points to show for their efforts so far. They do have a chance on the final day against Sydney, who they drew with 1-1 on match day 2, to try and finish on a high. Sydney have had a tough tournament so far. Like the Vietnamese have only picked up 2 points. As the referee's whistle blows to bring us to a close, and Yokohama, with a goal in each half, have put themselves on the verge of a round of 16 place. It's not guaranteed as yet because they could still finish in second, but you would certainly feel with the points they've got on the board, it should be enough for them to go through. 12 points now. Hatanaka's goal adding to the Marcos penalty in the first half. And you can see what it means to him, having not scored for almost 2.5 years. Dong-Soo defended well at times at the back, but Yokohama were just that little bit better than Hoang Anh Gia Lai tonight. Twanlin still to keep a clean sheet in the competition, but those supporters are they've been full of voice. You can't fault the way they've supported their team, but just coming up short once again in terms of the result. It's Yokohama that win. It's a vital 3 points for Kevin Muscat's side. It's finished Yokohama F Marinos 2, Hoang Anh Gia Lai 0.